up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Hello everybody and welcome back. We are here at Plebian Racing. Guess where we're at? We're in the dark at Road of America. As the smoke man turns out the lights for just a second. It is pitch black out here. The liveries are illuminating the track. We're going to have two 30-minute races back to back, a reverse grid for race 2 as always. And we're going to have qualifying get underway just after this waiting period. I'm joined today in the booth by, you know him by Schultzy, but his true name is Carson Schultz. Go ahead and talk about yourself, Schultzy.
Hello there. This is my second time commentating, which is pretty cool. I usually race the Miatas on Wednesday nights, and I like to say I'm good at it, but who knows. But I think today's going to be an exciting race and have a good qualifying session on our hands.
Who or what are you looking forward to the most, Schultzy?
I feel like there's a lot of people that have been improving recently and moving a lot up throughout the field, especially Corey and Jordan. I mean, in the past series, they're not slow, they've never been slow, but they've never been towards the front of the field. And you see both of them now are up towards the tops of the timesheets, which is pretty cool to see.
So talking about Corey Robbins and Jordan White in 6th and 7th right there. The 72 and the 07 respectively. Corey Robbins rocking the Gulf livery, if I'm not mistaken. And try to keep an
That's
eye
for Miatas,
on
right?
him. You might be right about that. I could have him pegged wrong in this series. Let's see if we can get a good look at him on the outside. Of course not. The camera not really complying with me as Robin darts around. What is he driving this time? Oh, he's in the stock livery. God damn it, Corey Robbins. We're going to ignore you for a little while as we go to Jordan White and his beautiful liveried car. That is an animated liveried car of some sort that I'm not too sure about. Oh, is this head looking at us? Is Jordan White looking at us? Do you see that?
I think I do.
Hold on, let's see if we can grab him on Discord and see if Jordan White is actually Jordan, are you looking at us? Jordan.
What?
Are you looking at us?
No.
Because on stream, it looks like you're staring right at the camera right now.
No, I got my keyboard thing pointing right at the little drive thing, so I can click it right when quality goes down. So I'm just watching the timer.
Okay. Because we were wondering if you just happened to catch us looking at you, watching you, looking at us, and the whole thing was going
Someone's
down.
not camera shy.
No,
Yeah,
I'm strapped
exactly.
in the VR, so I just have to turn my actual head to look at that
Well,
spot.
because that's the other thing. I realize that that's a thing now, that you can actually have your in-game head look to where you're actually looking. So I was very surprised about that. I was wondering if that's what you were doing. But
Right.
anyways, I think qualifying is getting underway. I'll spit you back off into your channel. Good luck, Jordan.
Oh, thanks, boys.
That's Jordan White there in the anime liveried car, and I didn't even get to ask him what livery or what anime series that was from. Was kind of the main question we were trying to get to. Didn't get it
Seems
out.
like
of him.
everybody's swarming. Everybody's swarming to get out. Get
But
some good track position for this qualifying session.
he is. Who is out? Nobody's gone out yet. Just Corey Robbins, right?
Everybody's out. What are you watching?
This must be a solo qualifying then. Because
No.
I don't see...
Everybody's definitely out.
What?
Everyone's out.
I see everybody in the pit lane. Schultz.
I see everybody on the track.
Together.
Together, yes. Everybody they're hitting each other too. So.
No, this is not what I'm seeing. So let's see if there's a command. This happened last time as well, but this is what that's what David set. Oh, sorry. And that's what David set up for me. So let me see if there's stuff in the broadcasting ideas. Right on board with Corey Robbins, I guess. As we try to see what's going on. Stand by, folks.
Do you have to reload the server? Oh.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any cars out on track other than Corey Robbins. Oh, no. Ooh. Yeah, everything's in solo qualifying for me. I don't see anybody else on track with anybody else.
Are you saying like reloading leaving and rejoining wouldn't help?
No. That'll just ruin everything that we're doing right now.
Okay. Will it fix itself for the
Hold
race?
on.
Go. Is that what's going on? Oh,
Is this solo qualifying?
it shouldn't be. No.
Okay.
No, I see other cars.
Okay.
Why, you didn't believe me?
No, I don't. Well, because it's just hard to believe that it's, been 2 races in a row like this, and nothing's got changed, so.
That's weird. Well, I can try to.
So the only thing that I can think to do is not much. So yeah, I can only spectate cars in order of their registration. So this makes no sense either. So I can't like find a car to track. Yeah, there's really no point in me. Okay, let's talk about the championship standings then.
All right.
Your people's volume is a little low. Need 3 to 4% more. Well, thank you very much, Nabon. Go ahead and bump him up. I thought we had gotten this sorted beforehand, but possibly not. How is that? Maybe Carson's.
Yeah, hopefully that's better. Okay.
Carson's. I gave you 3 to 4%. Did you bump yourself up as well, Carson?
Should I?
No.
I
don't.
can't. Okay.
I bumped you up.
Alrighty.
Thank you. And we're going to go ahead and pull up the championship standings as we kind of waddle around for the rest of this. Schulte, you want to kind of guide us through the championship points right now?
Yes. Just one second. So right now we have Jordan White is in the lead by a whole 1 point over Penguin. Pretty sure Jordan hasn't won anything yet, but I think consistency has been key, which is always a good thing. We have what I said, Penguin in second, 26 points. We have a two-way tie for the third position of Wilson and Leader at 20 points, 7 points behind the lead. We have the good neighbor, Kurt, Joseph, Evan, Pasha, and Brandon as our top 10 in point. Back to you.
And then we've got Brendan Williams, Zumina, Martin, Xavier, Fagan, and Blizzard rounding out the last of the point-scoring Audi TT Cup runners so far. And you're absolutely right. Jordan White has not actually won anything yet. He's just been battling it out. I think his first run of it was just a 4th through 10th finish, and then Long Beach was just a 3rd place victory, tucking in behind Penguino for second place there. And I think the story is going to be Ozzie Wilson and James Leader. No shows. Nope, James Leader is here, but Ozzie Wilson is not here to defend his title or his championship reign from the 2 first races that he won at Spa-Francorchamps, I believe. Other than that, he hasn't been back from that. And who else is fighting with some heavy punches? We're going to definitely see some blows from Kurt Moss and Pasha Patterson, I believe. Both of these gentlemen considering this place home track as far as their skills are concerned. They've both done very well at Road America in the past.
I know everyone can't see this right now, but there is a huge queue, about 6 or 7 cars, all right next to each other, all going on fast laps right now. I think they're all ruining each other's laps.
Well, that's awesome to see. Let's see if we can switch up the car we're on board with then. Let's see if we can do car 3 maybe. Nope, car 3 is in the pits. Nope, car 3 is out on track. I don't know what he's actually. He's the XT. Is that Sumna? No, XT is someone else. Not on the leaderboard that I saw.
We have Leader putting in a 2:19 flat, which is insane with no push to pass. Pretty good.
Wow, that is blazing fast considering no push to pass like you said.
And Penguin's only behind by 2/100ths of a second. Oh, Jordan White up to 3rd, only 2/10 back on pole. Looks like everybody is either starting their final lap or is on it right now.
That's gotta be it. Yep, everybody crossing the line right now will not get another lap at this point in time. So everybody crossing the line is going for one more. Who's gonna be the final person to cross? They're gonna have quite a bit of time. I think they're almost all the way back to Martin and who is that? Gardolski might get another lap even. Nope, as he warms back to the pits. Trying to narrate this qualifying for you from the live timing is not as exciting as it probably could be. I'm terribly sorry about this.
Penguin will not get another lap in. He disconnected and just rejoined, so he's done. So he will not get pole. Oh, Kevin joined the 219 flat club.
There he goes. Penguin up into it. Look at those times separated by hundreds, not tenths anymore, just hundreds.
And the top 5 has 2/10 between them, which is crazy.
Under the fog lights here at Road America. The last 40 seconds are out. Who's still out there on valid laps, Carson, since you've got eyes that I don't have?
Right now, I am watching Jordan on his final lap. He is coming into what I believe is turn 12. He's So he's going to be trying to go for pole, see if he has anything for him. I don't think he will. He seems pretty off on his time, unless that is lying to me, which it very much could be.
Jordan is off on his time by a lot, I believe. He's got 2 red sectors
yeah.
on the timing tower. He's not going to... Oh, he might get another
BK,
one. This pesky
BKR
dog.
is 3 to flip right now.
BKR is on his personal best, maybe, but not on the...
That'll be enough for pole.
Oh, will it be? But James Leader's also got a piping hot sector 2. Is he still able to maybe set a personal best again? Oh! You thought a 2:19 was fast. A 2:18.5 gets thrown up. Pocket sand is thrown out behind him.
All right, let's see what VKR can get here.
It was a big high, yeah. Joel Dallas with a steaming 3rd sector, but not enough to keep it going. James Leader's crossed the line. That's it for him crossing the line. Corey Robbins, Evan Hulsman also taking the checker. Brett Zumina's done.
VKR up 2nd.
James Leader provisional pole. VKR provisional 2nd place. Kevin Ospina in 4th, tucked in for now. But Joel Dallas is still out there. Mind your manners. He might be able to take it away, but not enough. I think he's back in the pits now. I'll wrap it up for him.
I think Jordan made another lap. He still shows green. He's still going, right?
Jordan White, it can still be out there. He is. I see the timer's still going on that lap 2. He did set a personal best. Who else is in front of him? No, and he's at the carousel right now. So as he tiptoes out there, let's see what he's capable of. It is a personal best for him in that 1st sector. Curtis Gregory having contact with the environment. Who's out there? Pasha Patterson still. Personal best sector for him in sector 2. Let's see if he can do any better than where he's at in 11th place. I think he only needs to go a couple tenths faster. A half a second. Can he make it up? He's got 4 seconds made up over his next person ahead. So, yeah, he's definitely going to jump up in 9th place. There you go, Pasha. Get some. And Martin coming to the line. What's Martin been up to? He's not up on the board right now, is he? He's down in 12th place. Can he go any faster? As he's got a faster sector 3. Wow, only able to stay down in 12th place for Martin. Must have done something there. What's up with Jordan White? Wasn't able to go faster in sector 2, but a 48.42 is going to be good enough to maybe jump ahead of Kevin Ospina, possibly.
He's a 2nd down.
Oh, but he's 2nd down in sector 3. That's going to throw it away for him, unfortunately. And that's going to round out qualifying. James Leader, P1, VKR, P2, Penguin in 3rd. Kevin Ospina in 4th. Please, let's pray for Kevin's internet today. He deserves a good result going forward. God knows nothing, no luck has plagued that man. So let's get him the best of luck possible for tonight here in Wisconsin. Jordan White, Joel Dallas. What is Joel doing in 6th place? That's surprising. Pezzelato was having a strong form in free practice, but has fallen down the order to 7th place. Kurt Moss battling it out with Pasha Patterson. Doesn't this look familiar from Spa-Francorchamps, folks? Corey Robbins, Evan Hulsman, Dave Martin, the Smoke Man, Curtis Gregory, Brett Zumina, Rod Mustard, and Gardalowski finishing out the grid right now. And just for you folks at home, I do know for a fact that 2-second disparity between the field and Rod Mustard is only due to the fact that gentleman is on a controller. So there goes that. It was on class quali. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like that'll get taken care of the next time we go out. So
that means you're in the transit. You're in the transit
van.
van.
I'm in the transit van class. That is actually kind of fucking hilarious. I love that. I kind of love that. That's perfect. That's funny. That's funny. That is actually hilarious.
I think when he's trying to say you're in your own league.
I know. I'm in my own league, folks. The transit van cannot compete. I think that was probably because during a couple of races, my sweet little transit van was tumbling down the grid a few times, looking for love is what I like to call it. As I think I need to bump up the number of people in the grid Wow, I do. How many people do we need to sort out for this? 20 people on this lovely grid tonight. Holy smokes. I missed people. Oh my god, I missed people. Hold on for a second. So we still have more people. So we have XT and Grau also in this grid in 18th and 19th. And we'll remove one person because Schultze doesn't exist. No offense, brother. Hello? Schultze?
Hello?
Is it me you're looking for?
Are we muted right now? You
No.
just like, okay. I was like, okay.
We're here together.
Okay, good.
Let's take a look at some liveries right now, as we have about
I
2
forgot to download
minutes.
the liveries. I'm looking at all the white cars right now.
What a pleb. How are you going to be able to
Well-
call out people? How are you going to possibly call out calls if you don't know what people look like up and down the pits?
I got my names.
Disgusting. Absolutely
No.
disgusting. Joel Dallas in this TikTok mobile.
I do have to say, I think Brett has the best paint scheme.
What is
Not changing my mind there.
I'm on Schultze's car.
Right.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm on Curtis Gregory XT. Oh, as we are about to get the race going. Schultze, you might have to give me the timer because I don't get a timer anymore, unfortunately.
We have a minute and a half.
Oh, fantastic! Do you think we have enough time for a little soundbite there, Schultze, or no? I think we got
What?
time.
Being a pleb is very fitting.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
I consider myself an expert at it.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Alrighty, folks, we've got race 1. The grid is now set. My transit van is hopefully off the grid, sitting off to the side in pit lane. We've got 19 cars ready to undergo race 1. Reverse grid for race 2, so you know if there's not enough mayhem in race 1, it's gonna get even crazier for race 2. That is going to be a guarantee. This night race is about to get very exciting. Road America is very, very, very dark going forward, with nothing but the headlights of the cars around you to illuminate the track at some of these spots, and it is awfully dark, and these opening turns are now going to turn into closing radiuses or disappearing apex turns because of the darkness that's about to ensue, as the red lights are on and they're about to go off. Here they go, and away we go into turn 1. Take us away, Schultze.
All right, heading into turn 1 right now. Everyone's fanning out, trying to get track position. Everybody's gonna want to try to get that inside, make a few spots up. Everybody seems pretty organized. Going into turn
Almost
1. Oh, a little
wide.
bump. James got a little tap there, but he seems good. Kevin's off the track.
Ooh,
Might
is
be his
that-
lag,
that
I don't
might
know.
be Kevin. That might be Kevin.
That-
It
yep,
is
Kevin's
Kevin
off.
tumbling down the order. That's for sure. And someone's back again. I think that's Kevin getting back on track, but back off track again as XT is now parked off. That orange car was definitely dead in the water there as James Leader's pushing his push to pass to try to escape the carnage and mayhem behind. There's your boy Jordan White getting sucked up into a little pack as they enter. Where is this? Turn 5 now. Sparks are flying as the cars bottom out in the downhill high compression zone. Jordan White on the outside of, I think that's Joel Dallas in the beautiful TikTok livery car. And who's that behind taking a peek? That's Pezzelato. who
Looks like
was
James and
involved
Penguin are
in quite a
James
bit.
and Penguin are getting away from the mayhem behind, which
Oh,
would
they
be great.
sure are. Lucky for them, as Joseph Chow and Zumina side by side. A little bumping and grinding, sparks flying off of the fairings there. I think that's Zumina. It looks like Zumina. It smells like Zumina. I'm going to call that Zumina. Through turn 7, I believe, and on to 8 as they enter the carousel. Turn 9, that's Hulsman getting a position on Garrow at the entrance of the carousel. Going up the field, back up to Kurt Moss, who's 3/10 back from Jordan White, as that move's finally been taken care of, as he's chasing down Joel Dallas in front.
Kevin went from second, all the way back to 10th. So it's interesting to see how much he gets up through the field in these 30 minutes.
Kevin Ospina or...
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Kevin Ospina on board. Kevin Ospina side by side with Martin through 12 and on to 13, 14, still side by side. Push pass being deployed by Ospina. He's down to 13 already in the first line. Trying to go for a switchback in front of Pasha Passion, but Pasha gives him the kiss of death. Into the final turn, goes to the grass, but gets it back collected as Dave Martin's rejoined behind. And that wasn't Dave Martin he was fighting with. That was Penguin, excuse me, who was a couple cars in front, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully 24, that was Dave Martin. I've got it all backwards. I had it right the first time. Don't worry, folks.
This is definitely not the start that Kevin wanted.
No, it is not, unfortunately.
I'm pretty sure he's using the most push to pass out of the entire field so far, already using 3 in just the first lap.
Oh man, and he's basically been on a recovery drive since the start of this race. Whatever plagued him into turn 1 has kept on going from here. Hopefully he understands he's got another race with Risk Grid to make it up, so he doesn't have to fight it all out right now as Joseph Chow gets one over on Hulsman. But I think this battle right here with Martin, excuse me, who is that? Smoke and Patterson going side by side into 5. Yep. Pasha getting to the outside. Smoke leaving just enough room, but Pasha kind of cutting back across the Smoke, reminding him that he's there to leave a track with a track room. One track with a space of a car on the outside, and is able to get that position secured without using an extra booster pass there. Kevin Ospina, who's down to 10, is taken off on the field behind him, 3/10 up the road. Excuse me, 1.3 seconds up the road, and is now back next to Martin, nearly 3/10 away from him. Sorry, Schulte, didn't mean to trample over what you were saying earlier. It's just been a little bit of mayhem and chaos the early bit of this.
I'm trying to figure out my UI anyway, so you're all good.
Right on. And if anybody else is watching in chat, please let me know that everything looks all right, as we've got another side by side with Kevin Ospina and Martin, I believe, as Kevin Ospina is able to get one over on Martino through 12 Canada corner and into the final sector, as that's done, and onto the main straight. Push to pass now being deployed by both of them. Ospina and Martin are on it. Fast laps coming out, 19.3, 19.2s from some leaders up here. This is gonna get spicy and stay spicy, as Joel Dallas is 4/10 back from the newcomer VKR, as he's out trying to make a name for himself. And some of these established names in the series. Joel Dallas also a newcomer to the Audi TT Cup this time around, making his debut at the Mazda MX-5 on Wednesdays for the first time and taking away some good points, if I do say so. He's awfully humble about his standing and where he ended up in P2, but he put up a good fight for Luke Baumeister. And who is that in the yellow car behind? I think that's Corey Robbins. Nope, there's 3 cars ahead of him. That's Kurt Moss in the yellow car, getting a little bit into the grass at 5. Before he gets over this twisty bit. Over towards the hurry down, past the hurry downs now at 8, going wide again, allowing Jordan White to keep catching up. And Jordan White and Pezzelato aren't going to allow that to keep happening without some consequences soon. They both know that that's costing them time, and they're falling back to the clutches of Corey Robbins, who's actually about to get chewed up by you-know-who. Excuse me. You-know-who. Kevin Ospina, who's only a 10th pass. Mr. pushed to pass himself. Down to 6 on the outside of the Kettle Bottoms. Into Canada corner they go. Corey Robbins going a little wide, forcing Kevin Ospina to go out wide also because he wasn't alongside, but forced to stay on the outside because he really couldn't tuck in. Jordan White, what happened to you as you're slow through the final couple of turns, about to get into the clutches of Corey Robbins and Kevin Ospina? They're having a battle of their own. That's going to disrupt Kevin Ospina's progress for sure, as Dave Martin's entered the pits for damage of some sort. But this is going to be Jordan White and Kevin Ospina and Corey Robbins in a three-way drag down this straight into turn 1. Push to pass on cooldown was used, and who stays in front? Corey Robbins parking it in front of Jordan White, slowing him down, and that's Kevin Ospina tucking in behind Robbins, no longer an enemy but an ally, allowing him to get that draft, suck it in with the Kerr's deployment and get the extra speed. But now that extra speed has put him onto the grass at the end of that turn 2. And now he's trying to get it collected and stay in front. I think he's going to have it done. Jordan White might have a little bit of damage. Maybe having a little bit of damage, maybe not, as he makes a look. Takes a peek at Kevin Ospina, but Ospina's got the ice cold blood of a Viking or a Canadian. Doesn't flinch at it and keeps on driving, but maybe he does flinch afterwards, looks in the mirror, and onto the grass he goes. That's not a long business car, sir. Jordan White closing the gap after that mistake that he made himself. Is Pasha Patterson right behind as well? Oh my goodness. This is another three-way battle as they get collected, but hold on, VKR is 3/10 back from Penguin. I don't know which battle to follow, Schulte. Can you keep an eye on one of these for me? Keep an eye on Pasha, and I'll keep an eye on VKR.
Alrighty.
As this is getting spicy in all sorts of directions now. Oh, and VKR is going to make a move for Penguin on the inside. Able to hold on to it through Canada corner. No, not enough, as Penguin maintains more speed around the outside. Keeps the lead, stays about 4/10 ahead for now, but all this fighting is making Joel Dallas lick his lips like a bulldog looking at a pork chop.
And you know James Leader's loving that battle. He's going to be able to just sit back, relax, and build a little gap to everybody behind him.
Oh, absolutely. James Leader making a great escape, greater than the boys at Alcatraz, doing a 2:18.8 while the boys fight behind with 2:19s. Yeah, he's got his inflatable raft, and he is rowing as fast as he can as these boys pummel each other to death in the prison hallways, that's for sure. Well, it looks like to me. Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, he's got Jordan White and the Mustard Man getting swapped around, but that's Jordan White into the pits to repair some damage possibly. Maybe trying to do some sort of a recovery drive here. Curtis Gregory and Hulsman are awfully close, 3/10 separating them. Pasha's fallen back from Ospina. Now that's a second, and Ospina on Robbins over a second now. Excuse me, half second back. VKR is still hunting down Penguin, a half second away. Looking at him now. Hard to see the cars, hard to see the liveries. Let's see what an onboard looks like. This is VKR staring at Penguin while he's got Joel Dallas lighting up the virtual mirror above his head. We've got another battle for Ospina on Robbins, as they're through the carousel now, also just behind the leaders. Kevin Ospina, you know, Mr. Push to Pass, gonna make a move on ya. Is he gonna deploy it here through the kink? Yes, he is. No, he's not. That's Robbins using it in defense. I think Robbins knew that going too wide through the kink and through the kettle bottoms isn't really a place you can make that happen. As Kevin Ospina runs wide through Canada and on through 13 and into 14. Let's see. Kevin's going to be more tactful with his push to pass onto the straight. He might be, but he's late on the brakes into the final turn because Corey Robbins going awfully slower than he expected him to go. And he is on the push to pass, and so is Robbins. Again, he timed that perfectly. He must have less than a tenth now towards the inside on the pit wall.
Kevin's only had 2 push to pass left.
Kevin's only got 2 left, that's for sure. And on the inside, he's able to make the move stick. Car length ahead for sure, but Corey Robbins isn't quite done with this conversation, as he might have enough drag to keep it along the inside. Nope, not quite.
If Corey can keep the pressure on Kevin, he can make him use all that push to pass up. Maybe Corey can get the spot back.
That's true. Corey should know that he's got 8-2 remaining. If he saw that on the quarter panel excuse me, my brain fart, excuse me, of Ospina, he should know they should be able to abuse that just a little bit. 17 minutes remaining. We got plenty of time to make things happen.
That is a pretty quick comeback for Kevin already from 10th to 6th.
That is, but there's been a lot of fights and a lot of accidents to make that happen, and that is actually, since you mentioned all that, that's allowed Pasha Patterson to drive his a neat and tidy race and make his way up to 8th place from, I believe, 9th, right? As we can take a look at the progress. So he's made up a position. Hulsman's made up 2. Joseph Chow's made up 10, coming up from the back of the field. Who else? Joel Dallas making up 3. VKR losing out, and Ospina, like you said on that recovery drive, a net loss of only 2 so far.
Yeah, Gregory's been all over Joe for the last few laps. He's just trying to find a way past.
On board with Gregory, as you call it out. Looking at the Chow man, that's less than a 10th. Ooh.
He thought about
Canada,
it.
no, he sure did think about it, didn't he? Gave him the old peek and said, hey, make it flinch. Nope, not quite.
Yeah, made him lose a little bit of time there, but I think he'll be back very soon. Yep. Alrighty. Looks like leader is still running away with this thing right now, because Penguin has a lot more problems than catching leader. He has to deal with Joel Dallas, which is just crazy fast during the race. Seems like he learns most of the track and everything during the race, and just he gets up, he goes. Then you got VKRs also there, not letting them get away. Seems like everybody else is pretty evenly spread. We have Gregory still on Joe. Oh, looks like Joe went wide. Oh, here we go.
Joseph Chow goes wide, and that's going to leave an opportunity for Gregory to finally make this move happen, but he backs off just a little bit through turn 2, as if to let him catch back up and make that a fair fight again as they head down towards turn 5. Everything looks neat and tidy.
Did Dave pit earlier? I think I might have missed that.
Dave did pit, and so did Jordan White, both of them pitting for presumed damage. Not much else I can say about that right now, but Corey Robbins 4/10 back on you-know-who, Mr. Push to Pass himself, Kevin Ospina, whose fire sale is running dry with 2 left, but Corey Robbins getting a little impatient, as you called it, Kevin Ospina going a little wide there and being under threat through the carousel. Not a place you can make this move, but maybe somewhere you can set up a move through Canada. Road America being a very interesting track setup where it's not as technical as you'd expect it to be, but then it is.
Corey definitely is going to get him into Canada here, I think. He's on push to pass right now.
Threatening the move. He knows he can't get it through the kink, but he is going to try to get it through Kettle Bottoms. He is in front into Canada, but it's going to go so
overshoots
wide.
it.
Completely overshot it and hands it back to Kevin Ospina, who's got to be saying, thanks for that, sucker, and also thanks for the push to pass as well to boot. Not to rub salt into the wound, Corey Robbins, but yeah, Kevin Ospina 1, Corey Robbins 0 there.
Corey definitely needs to know that he has the push to pass advantage and not to just push the car in every corner. He's on it right now, but just if he makes it an even fight, I think Kevin's going to get away.
Absolutely, and I think that Corey Robbins' biggest enemy right now is the man inside his head, the man between the headphones. That's his biggest weakness right now. He's got to just breathe, keep it cool, and yeah, he's got the clear advantage. And not let Pasha get to him either, because Pasha is one man to cause some influential mind games, let's just say. He's a man who can do the Jedi mind punt from behind and from in front, so be
And
wary
Pasha
of
has
those
double.
skills.
Pasha has double the push to pass as Corey, so he'll definitely put the pressure on later on.
Oh, absolutely. And if I remember how these push to passes are going to work, if he's playing the time system right now based on Aussie system, every 45 seconds till the end should be around a good deployment window to end up with 0 towards the line. So around 30 to 45 seconds, Pasha's just going to be pushing it without remorse, depending on where he is on the track, of course. But these two guys in front are running on E.
Definitely are.
Who else is out there? Zooming out. Oh, what about these two gentlemen out back? We have Guru on Gardalowski, half second away from this being extremely spicy as a move was threatened into one, but not quite able to get done.
Yeah, I was watching them on the straightaway, and it looks like Gardlowski might have got a move. I'm not sure who had the advantage ahead, but they were side by side in the straightaway.
A battle of Gregory and Joseph Chow getting spicy again as the boys push it out to the curb and towards the excess runoff there beyond it.
Gregory has 17. Is that right? 17 push to pass? He's not
Gregory
using it.
has 17 push to pass left, that's for sure. You know what's funny is I bet some people forgot that they needed to map it. But this isn't, I don't think this is Gregory's first
he's used
race.
it, yeah. He's used it. I mean,
I
you
don't
start out
think
with more than 17. There's someone with 18, so he's definitely
that's
used
correct.
one.
Yep, there's definitely one used, so there's that. Maybe he accidentally pressed the button. Didn't know what it actually did. As Corey Robbins, wait, hold on. Let's snap to this. Corey Robbins side by side with, who is that? Kevin Ospina. Oh my goodness, it's happening all over again through turn 2, side by side. Kevin Ospina on the outside on the runoff. He keeps it on track. Corey Robbins playing the ultimate respect game. Gentleman driving
He's
to
on the
the
push
tee.
pass.
Doing exactly what he could. Good call being on the push to pass on the cooldown. Now side by
the
side
outside,
again. He's on the
He's on the
outside of 5. Is he going to be able to hold on to it? But he's going to go for a switchback possibly. But Ospina rakes the runoff on the outside. What's going to happen through the next couple of sectors? It's not like we're at the end of the race either. We have 10 minutes left. Plenty of time. Hold on. Joel Dallas 2/10 away from Penguin.
That is true.
Gotta snap away to a battle for the podium at the same time. Although I think this battle is going to be a little bit more timid and patient, as both of these boys have over 8 push to passes remaining. And just as I say that, Joel Dallas threatening through the back straight here and maybe into Canada, takes a cheeky little peek but wiggles on the brakes and says, nah, I'm all right.
I think both of these people, especially Joel definitely knows more patience, so I think he'll get him when the time's right. Penguins on push to pass. Joel isn't, which is interesting. Seems like he would want to be using that right now.
No, I don't think so. Like you said about Joel Dallas's patience, I think he understands that even without the push to pass, he's doing quite a bit faster laps than Penguin in front. And he's able to use that slipstream to his advantage and just kind of tuck in behind and stay there without having to use the push to pass for any unnecessary reason, I think.
We have roughly 4 laps remaining in this first race, and you can only use push to pass about 3 times a lap. So seems like everything's been saving up. You want to be using it right now. This is the time to use it.
Yeah, 30 seconds is the cutoff, if I'm not mistaken. So push, push, push. Corey Robbins in Espana doing it again. This time, Menage a Trois with Pasha Patterson involved.
Pasha's on push to pass. He's just loving these two holding each other up.
Yes, he is. As Pasha's also one to play the patience game. Been waiting this out very patiently for some time. Ooh, Corey looking to make a peek again, but no.
This is a nice 3-way battle right here.
This is a beautiful 3-way battle. We're going to have to remember this. These boys are all tucked in a row, making their way through 7.
If I'm Corey, to stay behind, try to keep the gap at a minimum, and try to get him into Canada. Like right there, Corey made a little mistake.
And that's going to open the door wide for Pasha. I think Pasha's going to get on the push to pass as soon as he gets on the accelerator here at the end of the carousel. Maybe trying to make it full advantage of the Corey Robbins mistake, but nope. Being extra diligent here because he doesn't want to force it through the kink. That's Fieldsman, that's smoke on it. Else. James Leader's on
Looks
it.
like Pasha thought about it. He backed out though. That's probably smart.
Absolutely. I'm not sure if that was a move or more of a, oh fuck.
Yeah.
You guys were on the brakes a lot earlier than I expected.
All the top 4 is just on push to pass right there.
All the top 4 on push to pass. Yep, well they're on the cooldown now.
Yeah,
Yep.
cool down now. Yep.
They are burning. They're trying to get rid of whatever they have left. 6 left, but that's Espana going slow on the inside. As Corey Robbins is on the hot stuff right now. The boost is away. He didn't want to give up the slipstream and the curves. Holding off the inside. They're equal footing now, but he's still got the speed around the outside. On to 2. Only a wheel alongside. Is it enough? Corey Robbins thinks better of it. Oh, but starts giving him the bump draft through 2. But Pasha clips the rear wing of Corey Robbins, spinning him around as he's got the clutch and is able to get back and sputter around and into 9th place, only losing out an additional place. That's not good, and that's not the way you wanted that 3-way battle to end.
Not at all.
But that's how
nightmare
close those boys were running. That one tiny little mistake and one breath of fresh air off the throttle was gonna be a fatal mistake and into the clutches of the opponent behind. And I think
like
that's
a big
all
chain reaction
could be said. Exactly. I think that's all that can be said, is that was just a big chain reaction of mistake held up off of line and then slowed down. And you know, yeah, we'll look at that after the race, baby. Lap 10, 5:05 remaining in this race. If you want to write that down for us, Schulte. I've thrown away all my paper and pen, unfortunately. I'm a brilliant gentleman like that. Recycled, I should say. Of course, I wouldn't throw it away. I'm a recycler, of course. As the gap is...
Gotta mention, VKR has gained a lot of time on Joel and Penguin.
I was just going to say that as Joel Dallas has slipped away from Penguin. Yep, VKR is snapped back to attention. As back on the clutches of Joel Dallas. As this has become a 4-way battle for the remaining podium positions here. Excuse me, 3-way battle for the remaining 2 podium positions. Oh my goodness. I haven't had enough of this coffee yet. I apologize.
Oh, they're all very close. 3/10 separates Joel and I believe that's VKR now. Oh, that might be Penguin. No,
I
it's
think
VKR.
that's
I don't know.
Penguin. Ooh, as he makes a move across the racetrack and defend the race line and takes Joel Dallas getting sucked out there into the runoff for an extra second longer than he needed to be. Kind of hate when that happens, when you follow the car out into the perfect line right after the extra runoff. You know, they took away at the last second, but you're reactionary just a second off. But Penguin holding on the outside as Dave Martin's getting out of the way, diving out of the way, forces them to go side by side through 5 and into 6. Joel Dallas has got the lead. The move is done on Penguin. I think the confusion of Dave Martin being out in front threw them for a loop and forced Penguin to slow down a little bit more than he should have. And Joel Dallas taking full advantage of that. We're going to have to get Penguin in the booth as he gets a little bump in the rough. That's bump drafting through the hurry downs and into 8 before the carousel. What's going to be the reactionary move onto the back straight after the carousel and into Canada?
This opens the door for VKR to try to do something.
VKR, you're right. 3/10 back from this battle. We're going to get on to Penguin. See if we can get the center focal point. Go ahead.
You can use as much push to pass as you want. He has 9 left. There's only 2 laps left, so he should be able to go this rest of the race on the button. And he's there. He didn't use push to pass though.
He didn't use it where he knows that Canada corner may not be the best place to make this happen. Is it's such a tight corner there, and thinks better of it. Maybe he's going to save it for the front straight because he knows he's only got a couple more pushes that he can use in these last couple laps.
You know they're all going to be on the button though in that straightaway.
Absolutely. These boys are going to be worse than the little Asian girl in the Rush Hour movie pushing the goddamn button. They're pushing the goddamn button, that's for sure. As they get onto the front straight, everybody is on it. Absolutely furious right now, as this is gonna be a heated battle for the last 2 minutes of this race. They're not gonna get another lap, and that's who is that looking to make a move? That's VKR taking a peek at Penguin now, who's gonna pay the ultimate price for that mistake and sympathy that he gave Martin, the back marker.
This is the last lap.
Last lap indeed. The white flag is not out yet, but it will be and turn to checkered as Penguin is in this little sandwich for 3rd place and fighting for his life like the baby bird I have him imagined to be in my head right now. And VKR is the great white shark looking to make a move into turn 5 on the inside. Jordan, oh my God, Joel Dallas chopping the nose off, slowing them both down behind. As Joel Dallas looked to make a funky move. Joel Dallas looking to make a funky move to take the entry to 5, which kind of threw off VKR slowing down, and Penguin taking full advantage of that. How the tides have turned and the tables have flipped over and turned upside down. What's going on, Schultze?
I don't know, but I think VKR had to cut him a break right there. There would have been contact.
Absolutely.
Also, Pasha has passed Kevin for 6th place. They are fighting for it right now.
But
Kevin is about to wreck Pasha. Oh my goodness.
But we have got to stay on board for the battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right now. This is too intense to give up. Penguin and VKR going at it on the back straight after the kink. The kettle bottoms are upon us and into Canada. Maybe VKR wants some now, but nope.
Opportunity.
He's going to hold off into Canada and keep it nice and tucked in for 13 and 14. You know he's going to try to make a move onto the final stretch because he's going to have the drag and the Kurz deployment. Through the final turn they go. He's got to press the button. There it is. Just like the bomb is being deployed. He's got the drag. It's going to be a drag to the line. I don't think it's going to be enough. 2/10 is a lot of time to make up, and it's only come down 1, and that's going to finish it off. Let's go back through the grid and see if we can catch the battle between Corey Robbins and Pasha Patterson. Kevin Ospena and Pasha Patterson, but Pasha's got it ahead of Ospena through the final turn, and that's going to close that door for good. Ooh, Kevin Ospena crossing the line. Hulsman crossing the line. Corey Robbins crossing the line. Now the Smoke Man prophecies as he's coming to a close. I wonder, well, Smoke Man was involved in a couple of events. I think we saw that. I was going to say we didn't see a lot of him, but he was involved with a little tumble with Joseph Chow, if I remember correctly. And Curtis Gregory having a race of his own, and Zumina Gradowski and Gru all finishing up their final laps. Let's see. Couple of people, Jordan White and Dave Martin, being the back markers of this race, finishing off the race, so they will start P1 and P2 respectively, so maybe doing a little bit of strategy planning there to get that going to
Should
start
we
the
interview
next
Dave?
one.
Do it.
Hello.
Hi, Dave.
Hi.
So, how was the race?
Mine was rather boring. So I got my new wheelbase.
I do know that.
I may have binded my teleport to pit to where my old Kurz was on my old wheel. And then after that, I was being overtaken by Corey, and he did absolutely nothing wrong. I want to be clear there. But he was going into a corner I felt was a little sketch to go too wide. And since I'm already a lap down, I let myself go wide and hit the wall to not compromise his race.
What happened there between you and did you let Penguin and all of them go through on the second to last lap?
I was 2 laps down by James. They were about to put me down by 2 laps. I did not want to ruin that. I saw 3 headlights right next to each other, and I did not want to be the reason that battle broke up. So
It seems like you scared Penguin into losing the spot there. It looked like that, but I'm not sure.
I called it out in Discord. I said, "Hey, letting y'all know, I'm gonna go really wide and let everyone by." And then I just sat there looking at my rearview mirror, and I saw Penguin get passed, and that was fun to drive behind. That was intense. I imagine that was great for the broadcast too.
That was amazing. Well, hopefully your next race is a little bit better. It looks like you'll be on pole for race 2. So, don't kill
Oh
everybody.
shoot!
Be you and Jordan front row. All right. Good luck.
That means P2 maybe. We'll see.
Good luck, Dave.
See you. Thank you.
I can't take you back. My mouse is going crazy. Okay.
All right, getting back to the order now. James Leader in P1, Joel Dallas in P2, Penguin in P3, VKR in 4th. That was a heated battle for the final podium position, and Joel Dallas definitely biding his time, waiting for the perfect time to make his move on Penguin so that he wouldn't have to battle it out again, kind of like VKR did. So I guess Joel Dallas may have set him up for failure there a little bit, not allowing VKR enough time to try to get anything done. Let's see if I can grab Joel Dallas real quick. Joel Dallas, hello. Oh, don't tell me he's not here.
If only he is.
Of course he's not. All right, we'll leave him back to where he was then, or maybe he'll come back.
I feel like
right now.
one of the good stories about that first race was how people use their push to pass. It seems like a lot of the guys at the front, like VKR for example, he had the opportunity to use more push to pass, try to be more aggressive on the button, but he wasn't. So I think that's gonna be a good lesson for the next race, that they might be a little bit more aggressive on the button and know when to use it.
But I mean, look at, I don't mean to be argumentative here, but from the other point of view, look at the recovery drive that Kevin Ospena was able to pull out, from where did he tumble down to? Nearly 14th or further than that, or 12th at least, and making his way back up to 7th place. Pretty remarkable recovery drive, right?
Yeah, it was really good. It just seems, I don't know.
So using the push to pass, so using a little bit of that push to pass may have saved him quite a bit. As I'm not sure if you're seeing what I'm seeing on the leaderboard, but do guys further down the order have less push to pass, more push to pass than others? Huh.
Everything seems a little goofy. I don't know why Dave's not in first. I thought
maybe
we have the same problem, but it seems like Dave would be leading the race because he finished last.
Well, You would think so, but probably not because
It might update in a second. I'm not sure.
no, I think because of the way he teleported Pit, because that's definitely Penguin in P2 up there, and that's Joseph Chow in 3rd.
Anyone in P2?
Nope, that's not Penguin in P2. Hold on. Pasha's in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pasha's in 6th. Yeah, give it a minute, because that's Corey Robbins ahead of Pasha, and then that's Jordan Chow, Joseph Chow. That's definitely Penguin up there. Yep. Yeah, we'll probably have to wait till turn 1 before the leaderboard gets sorted, but it will be. Oh, and the bond is out. He said props to Nathan, gave me a run for my money, but he can't continue. His legs are starting to hurt. I understand the pain, Nabond. Thank you for joining us, but the lights are on and they're about to go out, and there they go as someone's taken to the pits and has been able to get a jump start on the field. I don't know who that is. But they have definitely gotten a jump on the field for sure. As we have a little bit of madness into turn 1, as the order is just getting organized now. Kevin Ospena in 4th, 5th now, getting everything settled down for us. As 2 wide through 2, finally settling down as Guru is not in the lead right now, but it's Brett Zumana who is, and that must have been Guru who took off to the pits. And that's going to get sorted out later. But Smoke Man getting sucked up as everybody's on the cooldown for the push to pass, but someone's getting thrown off. That's Ospena not having a good time again into turn 5 and cutting off the nose of Pasha Patterson as he tries to rejoin the track and cutting off the nose of Hulsman, I think.
That was retaliatory. Like,
I think so, a little bit, bumping him a little bit to give him back off track. And there's another battle with Hulsman, and who's that? Zumana, that's right. Zumana's ahead as Hulsman's now run off the road, that's for sure. Not Hulsman, who was that? It's Kevin Ospena again, back off the road. And who's that in the yellow car? Oh my good, Pasha Patterson and Hulsman going around the carousel side by side, and 2, 3 cars back. That's Penguin, that's Brett Zumana falling down the order in the banana M&M car, that's what it is.
There's something happened to Jordan again. He's way in the back. Maybe he just thought better of being in chaos.
That might be Jordan starting from the pits. We'll get that sorted later.
Yeah, he started the pits.
Got people side by side as they enter Canada Corner. Pasha Patterson going side by side with who is that? Penguin looking to make a move. And that's Pezzelato in front of them. Tasha side by side with, who is that? Smoke? No, that's Penguin. Into the final turn in front of, through the inside, but Pasha's gonna get hot and heavy on the push to pass, I'm sure. Nope, being conservative with that. Who's that diving into the pits? I'm not sure, but VKR shaking and baking his way back up to 8th place. Corey Robbins diving into the pits now. I don't know what that's about. And Smoke Man also falling back to the pits right now. And who's this side by side? Right behind VKR, that's James Leader and Brett Zumana. James Leader, the winner of race 1, making his way downtown, is now in 9th place. Joe's off in P4, tumbling down to 5th now.
I think this could be a Kevin. Kevin could win this race. He is very fast, and he got a really good starting
people behind. Pasha's still going at it next to Joseph Chow as Flashy from Ospena. Joseph Chow and VKR side by side through 5 and into 6 as Pasha is now going to be frustrated with this side by side battle, slowing him down for all the progress that he's tried to make so far. As they're still side by side right in front of him, and he's going to try to get opportunistic on Joseph Chow and try to tuck in right where it was in front, but Joseph Chow giving VKR the bump in the rump and sending him off to the grass to go kiss some grass, or touch some grass as the kids say, and Pasha Patterson is driven off through the carousel, and Joseph Chow is back on track, and VKR is somewhere back in 11th place trying to collect the pieces off the floor, as Penguin is now under threat, not under threat, but threatening Pezzelato and Guru for 4th and 3rd place right now. Almost 2x2 as Pasha forces the issue into Canada. No. On the inside, looks but doesn't touch, going wide a little bit, but sees Guru there, who's losing out to Penguin. And now this is a fight that Pasha didn't expect. Through 13 and 14, almost makes it out ahead, but, excuse me, does make it out ahead into the last corner. Now just has to deal with Penguin, who's dealing with Pezzelato in front, but there's more chaos going on behind as James Leader, Joel Dallas, who else is involved in this? Joseph Chow are now battling it out for 9th, 8th, and 7th.
I was thinking about 3 wide.
KR 3 wide on the straight.
Double 3 wide. They're 3 wide back there too.
Oh my God. Joseph Chow in front through T1 in front of Joel Dallas and James Leader. Yes, and Martin and VKR and Guru doing the same showboaty type stuff. 3 wide through turn 1. Everybody coming out of that pretty clean. Good move for Joe along the straight for sure. Getting it.
Penguin and Pezzelato fighting it out. So Penguin got the spot.
Penguin and Pezzelato. Okay, 3 and 4. Back at it again. Pezzelato might snap back into 5. Nope. Goes back to it. Hunky-dory style. Still seeing Heelsman in P2 ahead. Guru falling down the order into the tire barriers. Where is that? I think at the end of 4, but he is now teleported to pits as XT Xavier is going to give it a shot with Jordan White possibly, who had a moment and fell down the order, didn't get the start that he was looking for. As Joseph Chow and everybody else like Joel Dallas, James Leader, and VKR are still battling out in this 4-way battle for 6th through 9th. As Joel Dallas and James Leader are gonna start getting a little bit impatient here, as 10 minutes have almost ticked away for this race, and progress has got to be made as Kevin Ospina has made his way into the lead of this race and is 2 seconds ahead of Heelsman. As you called it earlier, Schulte, this could be Ospina's race to lose now, couldn't it? As Joseph Chow on the inside of Canada forcing VKR to go wide. That's not going to be a move done for VKR now, as they're going to go side by side through 13. VKR somehow being able to hold on, pushing Joe to the inside track. You want it, you got it, says VKR.
Oh,
snapping
VKR
back at it. Joseph Chow on the inside, but getting the shit under that stick, and off to the gravel he goes as he turned into the final turn, but occupying that spot was Joseph Chow.
Yeah, it seemed like that was just very unfortunate. I think BKR thought Joe would turn in more, and Joe was trying to squeeze him, and then there was just contact. Joe has used a lot of push to pass already, and everybody around him has not. So it looks like Joe will be a sitting duck at the end of this race. Oh, Joe almost got turned.
Joseph almost getting turned around by, that's Joel Dallas behind.
And Joel seems to be the one that loses out by that.
And that's James Leader off to the left-hand side. Not sure if you guys can see that. James Leader making the move down after Joel Dallas gave Joseph a little bump draft onto the back straight into 5, but lost out some momentum and compromised him, because now that's Martin looking to shake and bake. We thought this 4-way battle was over because we lost a participant. It is not. VKR's in 14th, and we've gained Dave Martin to replace VKR, and actually one head got chopped off, has turned into 2 because Brett Zumina is knocking on the heels of Dave Martin to turn this into a little 5-way battle.
That is the scariest thing Joe can see in his mirror right now, which is James and Joel. They're both extremely fast, and they both have a lot of push to pass left, and Joe knows that, so
absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. I hope that Joseph Chow has all of his HUD and UI disabled, because if I was driving with nothing but black screen in front of me, no headlights, no taillights, no nothing, but I saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threatening names of some speedy boys I knew behind me, as James Leader might make the move into Canada. Through the straight they go, and Joseph Chow trying to hold on and go for the switchback was unable to do so. James Leader definitely securing that move through 13. It's done. And now Joel Dallas saw how it got done and wants to make one happen himself and not let James Leader slip away now, as he has got to get on the push to pass, and he has blown it. Joseph Chow is on the cooldown, and this move's going to get done into turn 1. I think this is guaranteed now.
Now Joe's on the push to pass, and he's on the cooldown, so Joe might have him by the beginning of the end of the corner, into the straight.
I'm not sure about that, because the push to pass should only give you advantage once you're on the accelerator. Once you're topped out, you're topped out, but who's got the lead? It's in the inside. Joel Dallas has it done by a car length, but like you said, now Joseph Chow still on the push to pass, but cooldown has been activated through 2. Is it enough? No. Joseph Chow gets on the brakes a little early to make sure that there's no contact, and as Joel Dallas takes the apex and has the move secured. But now Joseph Chow is under threat from Martin as they approach the entrance of turn 5.
Wow. Seems like Joe needs to be more mellow on the push to pass. We have 20 minutes left, and he only has 4 push to pass left. He is really
a little bit more mellow. He's been using it a lot to stay ahead and defend as much as he can. That might have been hurting him more than it's been helping him. Still in 8th place, but like you said, the push to pass around him screaming 15, 11, 12, 12, 11, 15. So who knows? But look at a guy like Pezzelato in 4th place, as Penguins got 3rd place secured somehow, some way. We walked away from this for just 1 second and the move got done. Let's see what's going to happen between Heelsman, Ospina, and Penguin.
Yeah, Ospina really hasn't made the gap that he needs on everybody. He only has 1.8 seconds, which is still a good gap, but seems like he'd want to try to get a little bit further away at the start. And he only has 6 push to pass left too. He's using a lot. Looks like Penguin has 14 push to pass left. He looks like he's in a really good situation right here. If he can get past Heelsman, he can go try to catch Kevin and fight for this win.
Absolutely. This is all very close now.
Oh, we had a wreck. We've had a wreck. Looks like Dave is involved. XT, possibly Jordan White.
Jordan White still moving on Azumino as we missed the move for the podium position. Penguin on Heelsman now on the pit straight.
Jordan's
it's done.
Oh, now we got.
Oh,
yeah,
nope.
Jordan.
We've got Heelsman's trying to snap back at Penguin. Nope. Keeping it tucked in behind. I think he wants to try to not fight this as Pezzolato's right behind. Doesn't want to lose out too much time by fighting this and potentially losing out on 2 rather than just the 1.
Something definitely happened there. 'Cause that five-way battle turned into everybody being separated.
VKR now only a 10th back from Smoke, getting it done on 1. While
They hit
Smoke
each
runs
other.
wide into 3 now. Pezzolato side by side into turn 5 with Heelsman and matching livery cars. Can't tell who's who, I'm sorry, as Heelsman's now ahead in the 23 versus the 23 battle.
Interesting to see. Penguin is 2.1 seconds behind Kevin with twice as much push to pass. Let's see if he can catch him before this thing's over.
I think that might happen as Penguin has set some of the fastest laps of the race. Let's watch what pace he's doing on the line when he crosses the line. Pezzolato still not content with giving up the position to Heelsman right now. It looks like he's going to fight that with every breath he has as Zumina and Robbins are going at it for 13th and 14th, swapping back a little bit. Heelsman on the push to pass. Curtis being deployed through the kink and trying to set it up for Canada corner, I think. Oh, and he definitely is going through kettle bottom side by side into Canada. It's done, Pezzolato, but switchback engage, not quite for Heelsman. Single file it is for now. As I said earlier, I think both of these, well, one of these guys is content on not losing out as much time as possible and still trying to be in contention for the last couple minutes of this race. The others are obviously content on deploying their push to pass and fighting as much as they can, as James Leader and Zero Bandwidth Pasha Patterson are going to go side by side in the 2 Zero Bandwidth livery cars. Isn't this a sight to see? As the track lights illuminate their car beautifully. Coming down the main stretch, this is nice. James Leader tucking it in front of Pasha, taking the race in line, and it's done. Single file into one. Pasha and James putting on a clinic on saving their push to pass right now. Go ahead.
Let's see. As this race is becoming halfway complete, looks like we had a good battle on our hands here for the lead coming up shortly. Penguin has already almost taken off an entire second on Kevin that last lap. And I think he's got a lot of time to catch him. And a lot of push to pass to help him out.
Yep. And let's go to Heelsman and Pezzelato as they switch back through 5. And side by side through 6, but that's, I think, Heelsman backing up a little bit to give the position back to Pezzelato. And this is not part of Heelsman's master plan, as he was trying to be the patient one and make sure that he didn't lose enough time. And I think he was trying to stay tucked in, but unfortunately had a little, oh no, I didn't know you were going to break their moment, and ran into the back of Pezzelato and obviously gave the time and the position back like a gentleman, right on to Heelsman. Tip of the cap, of course, it's a fedora. Could it be any other cap that I could be wearing? Do you also wear sim gloves too? You know, the virginity gloves, as I like to call them when I do my sim racing? Schultze, or no?
I do not.
Okay.
I just use my hands. Like
barehanded like a real man. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No protection for the Alcantara there. You know, my mother always told me, no glove, no sim racing. So there you go.
I bet your mom told me that for sure.
Actually, it was my father who said no glove, no love, but I changed it up to no glove, no sim racing.
Oh, it has the same ring to it for sure.
Same ring to it, right? Rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah, for sure.
As we've got 2 battles spicing up, as you saw. Penguin with an 18.6 to Ospeña's 19.5. I think you called which direction this is going in. And I don't mean to play the Jaws music a little prematurely. So we've got Joel Dallas, who's about 2 seconds faster than Pasha Patterson right now, also in the clutches for an 8 and 7. So 2 heated battles coming up. One will be upon us within the next lap or so, and one will be upon us within the next 2 laps or so, depending on how these drivers decide to navigate the obstacles of making these overtakes happen, obviously, as Heelsman and Pezzelato are still awfully close. And I'm going to snap to this very quickly, as this is Deja Vu into 5. But Heelsman not making contact again, but taking a trip into the grass, clipping some, putting some in his pocket, maybe touching some, as the kids like to say these days. Thank you for laughing, Schultze. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
Means the world to me.
I'm just keeping an eye on our battle for the lead right now. Kevin, I think Kevin just used up his stuff way too early. He had the lead for the majority of this race, and he's used to push the pass like he was on a comeback drive in the first race, and Penguin just saved it up, and he is coming for him.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. No excuse.
Kevin is putting
this
a lap
time.
together right now. Yeah, Kevin is putting a really good lap together this time and keeping the gap to Penguin at about 8 tenths to 9 tenths. So it'll be interesting to see this lap time.
But most importantly was that with or without the push to pass, because he's got none of it left. So if he's able to do it with the push to pass, good for him, but can't do 11 more minutes of that, you know, 5 more laps basically, 6 more laps.
Oh, Kevin had a bad
Heelman's
corner.
not listening to your advice either, down to 3 as he's chasing down Pezzelato. Like you said, what a difference between the leaders we had last race to the podium battles we've got now, as Heelsman and Pezzelato are going to go side by side again for the front straight.
Penguin might have something for Kevin here.
board. Let's go to Kevin and Penguin, maybe, as
They're thinking about
Kevin swerves to the inside. But Penguin staying to the outside of one is going to stay single file for now. And patiently as Fieldsman and Pezzelato side by side, and Penguin and Ospena side by side. And Penguin tucks it back into 2. But Hillman and Pezzelato again through 3 now, but James Leader has now gained up enough time to make this a 3-way battle. And Pasha Patterson and Joel Dallas has got the move done. I'm sure that happened through all the excitement, what was going on elsewhere. But now James Leader is boxed into this battle between Hillsman and Pezzelato, but getting a little bit ahead somewhere through this sandwich that James Leader's in on the inside of who's who. Hillsman and Pezzelato ahead. James Leader in the sandwich of the 23 stock liveried cars. And into 6.
So many good battles.
Yes, is it gonna happen? No, back and forth again. But who's gonna have the inside? Hillsman's gonna have the inside on James Leader, but gets off the throttle a little bit to make sure that there's no contact. These guys are losing out a lot of time, and Hillsman wants to live to fight another day, as we saw his tack before. Gonna let James Leader escape with his life for now. Give it to Pezzelato, try to slow him up maybe, and then go back to the battle that he was having just a moment ago before James Leader came in rudely, barged his way through that.
Penguin and Kevin, round 2 is starting up now.
Yep, Kevin and Penguin through the carousel they go, and Penguin, yep, he goes out to the grass to touch some for the folks at home. Maybe wants to do something at Canada, but not quite yet. He's got to know that he's got more push to pass, but maybe he's got more damage as we see some ripples in that beautiful chrome liveried car of his.
I don't think that matters that much.
He is doing a lot of NASCAR.
Kevin is
Pasha
out.
Patterson is falling down the order.
Oh, Penguin's got him. Penguin's got him. Oh, Kevin, that's squeezing a lot.
Kevin trying to cover off the inside, moving across on the straight very slowly to defend. Squeezing Penguin, that wasn't enough, let's say, to put him at bay as he made his way out to the pit road to make sure that move was done. Penguin returning to the racing line, covering it off, and has the move secured.
I think Penguin's got it. I mean, Kevin has no push to pass left. He has nothing for an attack. Penguin can use all that for defense now.
Yeah, about a half second ahead now. Ospenia's got nothing as far as a push to pass left to deploy.
We got Dave and
Joseph Chow tumbling down the order, but for what reason? An accident sent him off, as Martin also loses out to VKR. Maybe he was.
I think Dave had a lot to do with that.
And that caused him to lose out of position as well. Kevin Ospena,
I think
back still within 0.3 of Penguin. I don't think this is over, like you said, Schultze. You're writing off Ospena a little too soon now.
We'll see.
We will see indeed. And thanks for the squid monster, Phil. Appreciate that. And the Bond, we'll get back to your comment when we look at the replay. When we look at the replay, we will look at your comment. I'm sorry I can't get to it while the action is boiling like it is, like a pot of hot crabs, as James Leader is now taunting Pezzolato's rear view mirror as he makes a peek menacingly. Through the kink they go and onto the back straight. No. Yes. Maybe
James
so.
Leader on him.
Is he going to have it around the outside of Canada? Brave, bold, cool, and collected. No, not quite. Pezzelato uses up as much track as he possibly can. Still side by side through 13, but James Leader off the gas. Doesn't want to get his nose chopped off and ruin that race of his. In 4th place right now. Awfully good points as Joel Dallas is making his recovery drive right now onto Hillsman. 0.2 back from here, but making the move happen as I said it out loud. Push to pass deployed. 9 remaining for the Dowman. That's not a good nickname. I should not call him.
Not at all.
That's
You're not
terrible.
calling that.
Nope. Sorry, Joel. You deserve better, and you will get better from me in the future.
while we do have a momentary.
A little bit. Go ahead.
Is he?
Well,
Okay, I was
rubber
just gonna
banding
say.
just a little bit as far as the gap grows and shrinks from 2/10 to 7/10.
I thought you were talking about internet issues again.
Nope. As James Leader's now back on Pezzolato's booty, hot into 5. Looks like the move might be done on the outside, respectfully so, but given a little bit too much room to Pezzolato just in case. That left the door wide open for him to come back. Into 6 they go. Pezzolato is going to say, thank you for the space. I took it, and I'll take that position back. So James Leader fighting for the remaining podium position and wants to do so neat and proper-like without any enemies being created along the way.
So do you know how Lightning McQueen, you know, his like whole thing is ka-chow?
Ka-chow! Yes.
I think that should be Joe's motto because he's Joe Chow.
Ah, okay.
That's what I've been thinking about for the last 2 laps.
That's all right. I like it. I like the chow. I like when I said the chow pow. You know, the chow pow or chow pow, the pow chow. God damn it.
I like a chow, but you know, you do.
Oh, but more action as Pezzolato and James Leader going at it through Canada again. I'm not sure if James is just toying with the man now, the poor bastard, or if he's really trying to make some good moves happen. As Captain Insano has come to taunt us himself and remind everybody that the sexy Aussie voice is not in the booth today, but you have us measly mortals here to try to distract you from what you don't really have or what you really want. So second best is here in the booth tonight.
Hey,
that's us as Joel Dallas on the recovery drive.
Are we the B team?
Going to see some grass that everybody loves. That's not Joel Dallas at all. That's the Smoke Man with Jordan White. Both of them going to see some grass trimmings. I think they have gone outside for sure. Pezzolato, Joel Dallas, and James Leader all in a 3-way tussle now for this last podium position, and I expect there will be blood remaining. As you said that, Luke, there's only one push to pass left that James Leader has, but better than the guy in front and worse than the guy in behind. Oh, as the positions are inversed again, James Leader in front of Pezzolato and Joel Dallas now behind. I'm not even sure if we're going to be able to do a replay review for this race because of how much action there was, Schultz.
Thanks for the nickname again. Yeah, it's been a very action-packed race.
Yeah, there's going to be so much action to review. I'm not sure we're going to have the ability to go through it all without spending an hour just doing the race review, but we will try our best. But this is going to get interesting. 1 lap remaining. Excuse me, no, there's going to be one more after this for sure. So finish this one up +1. And checkered flag as back markers are getting crossed now and right in front of James Leader, forcing him to go a little wide at Canada. That was Fagan coming right across this battle for the final podium position. An error, I believe. I hope. I pray. That was in rookie Fagan's error.
No, that was crazy, man.
Or there was a major mechanical error or failure that happened for that to occur.
He seems fine now.
Fagan keeps on driving, I guess, as side by side, right behind Pezzolato and Dallas. Dallas to the outside, runs super wide. No push to pass. Yep, it's on cooldown now. Tucks in behind Pezzolato. Pezzolato fighting for his life now. Gonna do everything he can to defend as cleanly as possible.
Looks like Penguin has got this race under his control.
Dallas ahead now, under 5. Let's stick on this battle. Pezzelato into 5, looking to make a move. No, Penguin ahead. Excuse me, nope, not Penguin. That's Joel Dallas. I got mixed up with the conversation Schulte was having. Keeping this clean and tidy. What is Pezzelato up to? Joel Dallas with 5 push-to-passes remaining.
Pezzelato has definitely had probably the most eventful race today.
Corey
He's been
Robbins
fighting the
and
entire
Jordan
time.
White swap positions in the back. Towards 4. Oh, Jordan White
He thought
keeping it
about
into 5 ahead. He is, but that's not going to be the end of Corey Robbins' story. As he tries to make the move on the inside of 6, is Jordan going to give him enough room? He does, but oh my goodness, spins Jordan White right around. And Corey Robbins is stopped in the middle of the track. Oh no! Let's go. Let's snap away from the carnage and go to something else. Let's look at something pretty and fluffy or cute.
The poor man almost killed 4 people.
Let's not worry about that for now.
Right.
Mr.
Anyways,
Robbins.
Penguin is coming around the final corner to win race 2. On the other hand,
Yeah.
Kevin is becoming a lawnmower. So that's cool. Congratulations, Penguin. That was a really good race. He did a good job. Kevin is he did a good job too. Nice
Kevin
lawnmower.
fighting for his life to get P2.
Yeah.
Blood in the water there a little bit. James
Leader
Leader
with the
for
final podium
3rd.
spot.
Joel Dallas with 4th. Pezzelato, I guess driver of the day or most exciting driver of the day. Heelsman in 6th. Very nice to see him and Pezzelato up the grid in order, getting some good points there. VKR in 7th. Martin in 8th. Had a bit of a drive for him. Joseph Chow 9. Brett Sumina in 10th. Let's see, Jordan White still battling with Robbins now. Looks like that battle that they had is not quite over as they come to the line. Unfair as Robbins put White into a wall, so there's that. Williams
Corey had
coming
a little-
around, finishing off his lap and gonna take the checkered once he gets there. Nobody quite in threat of that. For him and the Smoke Man getting a DNF and Pasha and XT
Wonder what
going
happened to
at it
Pasha.
on the last lap, I guess. Pasha had a big spin somewhere as they're still fighting, I think. Coming around the carousel. This is for position, maybe not. Can't quite
No, it
tell what's
That's
going
not-
on
that's
right
not.
now. I think XT's got to be an additional lap down on Pasha.
Yeah.
But this is just simply an exhibition. Little exhibition showdown as I'm going to try to go to the Discord and grab... do you know who Pezzelato is in...
I don't. I will go check. I'll go find him.
Right on. And there's Hulsman is right there. And who else came? Kevin Ospina. Who's Kevin Ospina?
Pezzelato.
What's up?
Hello, Mr. Pezzelato. How goes things?
That's me. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing quite all right. Bit of an exciting race for you.
Uh-huh.
How did that go? And what was kind of going on through your head while that race was going on?
Well, I knew I couldn't keep up with what's his name, James, and I forget the other guy's name because this is my second race, but
Joel Dallas or Kevin
yeah.
Ospina or Penguin? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Penguin. That's it.
Yep.
So my strategy was basically to try to clear the field and hope that they get slowed down by like making their way through the field.
Yeah.
That almost worked, but then I ran a push to pass, and then when I was battling Limbo, I think Evan is his name.
Guzman. Yep.
He I like I like double downshifted into Canada corner and like did like significant engine damage. So then after that I was
no.
I don't know, I guess I was down on power as well, so I was trying to outdrive that, but I think it was a pretty good race. It was
Well,
good.
at one point I saw you. I think. And correct me if I'm wrong. I thought I saw you not necessarily give up the position to Evan Hulsman, but kind of not fight him for the position, right? Stay behind him for a lap, and I think you accidentally ran into him one lap, gave him the position back. Was that kind of your plan, like you said? Like, hey, man, I'm not here to fight you. This might not be my battle right now. Let everybody else fight, and we're here to pick up the pieces. Is kind of what it sounds like a little bit.
Yeah, because we're league mates as well. Like we came over from a different league, so
okay.
he like I was like, why are we battling so hard? Penguin's getting away, and like he I think he like missed his breaking point or something. If that's what you're talking about, because
maybe that was
blew.
It, yeah.
Yeah, he blew through me on the inside, and then he gave the position back because like I had to take evasive maneuvers. But yeah, no hard feelings there. That was like I was surprised at how hard he was fighting, and it was good.
That might have been it because you guys had exactly matching livery, so I wasn't sure. There was a couple times where I was like, I wasn't sure who was who and who I was looking at or who I was watching. But yeah, that was absolutely epic battling between you guys, and no wonder you guys put a lot of miles between each other. It sounds like. Quite a bit of track, so that makes a lot of sense. That was a great race between you two. Just beautiful stuff.
I appreciate it.
And then, is there anything else you want to talk about besides the push to pass deployment? A little bit about your strategy. Great finish, great results. About time. Saw you guys. Both of you guys have the pace. It's about time you guys put it down and got some points, huh?
Yep. I think twin fifth place finishes. The first race, I didn't realize how much fuel the push to pass sucked up, and I had to like lift and coast for a while, but I was in no man's land, so I was pretty safe. But
nice.
Other than that, I was just like trying to make it through the field, clear as many cars as I could, and then hope that the quick guys like Leader and Penguin get bogged down. But yeah, that was my hope at least.
Right on. That was epic and exciting stuff. Right on. And thank you so much for joining me in the booth. I'm gonna go ahead and
my pleasure.
In there. Unless there's anything else you want to say. Good?
No, all good.
Take care. Thanks, brother.
Thanks, man.
Alrighty, and let's grab someone else, I guess. That's my job. Let's see who else. Let's grab James Leader. We're going to grab James Leader, and we're going to grab Penguin, I think. And I think that's alright. Because I feel like James and Penguin may have had similar races, for race 2 at least.
What?
Hello, I'm here.
Hello, both of you guys. So we're back in the booth. We're kind of talking about race 2, but not really talking about race 2 necessarily if we don't have to. Or we don't have to stay only on race 2, but we can if you want. Just looking at how things went. And by the way, Penguin, hell of a drive for race 2.
Yeah, thank you, man. I'm so happy about that one.
You kind of had to work for that one a little bit, didn't you?
Oh, I sure did. I'm kind of surprised James wasn't there right behind me or in front of me.
I think James had some issues. That's kind of why I grabbed you both at the same time, because like I said, I think you both had similar races, fighting your way through the field, but obviously results going one way and then the other. Not that you did a bad job, James, you just ended up in a different position and fought for a different position. You know what I mean? That makes sense without insulting you? I hope I'm not insulting you.
No, you're good. Yeah, race 2, I think I was a little bit too conservative with the push to pass at the start. I was kind of trying to save them because I figured we were all bunched up, and if I used them, I'd probably just have to check up anyway. So I was trying to preserve them a little bit. But I got caught up behind, I think it was Joseph for a few laps, trying to get by him, and I think I got by, but he used the push to pass down the front straight and then got back by me, and then we kind of fought back and forth for a few laps, and that cost me a little bit of time until I realized that there was a good few second gap opening up in front of us. So then I had to use a couple push to passes to get by him, and then spend the rest of the race trying to play catch up. And I closed the gap a little bit, but I just ran out of time.
No, 100%. But man, you did a great job closing up that gap as much as you could, because at the end of it, you were fighting for a podium position, right, James?
Yeah, so I was fighting with Adrian at the end, and that was a really tough fight. We kept going back and forth there. I kept getting runs on him and then messing up my braking zone and losing a little bit of time, and he'd get me back on the way out of the corner. So I think I spent 2 or 3 laps there used up a good number of push to passes, and finally got by him with like 1 or 2 laps to go.
And would you be surprised if I told you that you had the most push to passes left of that battling group that you were in?
Actually, no, that doesn't surprise me because I didn't use them all at the start. And I noticed I had like 10 minutes left. I'm like, I have 12 of these. I just got to start pushing them. And I could definitely tell Adrian ran out at one point because he had been using them to defend on the front straight. And with a few laps to go, he just stopped using them, and I was able to get by then. So I think it kind of became a battle of who was going to run out first, and I had the extra few in the bank.
That was about it. Yeah, it became a battle of who had what in the bank towards the end, and the same thing goes for you, Penguin. Not to give up trade secrets or anything, but while you were battling fruitlessly with Kevin, I think he had maybe 2 push to passes remaining and was just clutching on for dear life as you were sitting on maybe 10 or 11 push to passes left as I click through everybody trying to find out where you guys are at on track.
Yeah, I was sort of on the same boat as James. In the beginning, I wasn't really using push to pass. It wasn't until around maybe like the 15-minute mark. Like 15 minutes remaining is when I think I started using them all.
I feel like there were definitely 2 different strategies here, and it was almost split up, almost as far as pace too. You can see it, like a lot of drivers who were at the front were not using push to pass at all for a long time, halfway through the race, like you said, 15 minutes, 20 minutes in. And then like Kevin Espena was just using it every second that he could, in race 1, because he was simply on a recovery drive of his life and needed every ounce of it. And kind of same thing applied for James, where once he realized he was being held up by Joseph, he kind of just needed to keep pushing that button as much as it would give him to get around him and gain that pace back. So it was really 2 different strategies that I saw. And for some people it worked out where they had the push to pass advantage at the end, and others it just didn't make any difference defending for their life. I think Corey Robbins may have had a couple push to passes at the end of race 2, but that ended up sending him into the Dairy era of Jordan White, I think. Trying to get around with that. But anything else you guys wanted to talk about? I did want to get you guys in here to talk about or highlight. I don't have anything in particular because they're such 2 big long races. There's so much battling. I'm probably gonna have to pull up a highlight video to go through this replay. I don't have anything.
I did have one scary moment with Kevin. He kind of warped a little bit into me when in race 2. Yes. Luckily, I don't remember when it was.
Oh,
but
okay.
It was when I was starting to close the gap on him when I was pretty close.
Okay. Towards the end then.
Towards the end, yeah, he had warped a little bit, and luckily it didn't really affect my car that much. It kind of just unsettled it for a quick second.
Ooh,
I was able to keep it going straight.
Because actually, I forgot about this. What happened here? With rookie okay. And then where did you guys catch up? Oh, okay. So I was trying to figure out what the hell happened to Rookie in front of you guys, James. Like towards the end of the race.
Laps to go. I forgot about that. That was scary.
Dude, I don't know how you guys didn't shit your fucking pants. Where is that? Where are you guys? So there's VKR. There's James Leader. Wait, did it already happen?
I think it was a different incident. The one I'm thinking of was, I think, second to last lap. Maybe last lap, but I feel like it was
I think this is a different incident. So he's crashed twice now. Because he... so weird.
Okay. Quick question. Was it daytime for you? during the race?
No, it was nighttime. It's just a
Okay.
replay
Okay.
error. So I apologize for that.
No, no, you're good.
Here's rookie. So what happened? Oh, just on the grass trying to get out of the way. Oh. Oh, rookie's here in chat. Okay. Okay, right on. Sorry, brother. Didn't mean to call you out. Yeah. So he says the first time he was in the grass and brake, and the other time his cars were just flying faster than me and he got clipped. Okay. So yeah, I think we saw that. Definitely for the second time. We got clipped, and yeah, just on the grass here on the inside, trying to get out of the way, and just whew, got sent.
Yeah, that did look like a scary moment.
Oh my god, yeah, I want to
that
see
was
it from on board
just
because
after. Yeah, that was just after I'd gotten by Adrian, and I was trying to build out a gap, and then that happened. I'm like, oh, I hope he doesn't stick his nose
that's
up the inside.
right, for fuck's sake. Oh my god, that's right. It was right after moves were getting done. And I think Joel Dallas ends up making a move happen because of this. Just trying to get it out of the way. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. I'm not sure if you guys can see how dramatic that is because of my widescreen, but that was very dramatic. That was very dramatic. My goodness. And Penguin. Chasing down Ospina somewhere. There's Pasha. There's Kevin. Oh, there he is behind you. This was actually very heated. I forgot about this.
Oh yeah, I was quite close to him for some parts of the track.
Yeah, this was.
He was pushing me off here. That was
Oh yeah.
that was a little scary.
I think Schulte was like, "Oh, you can't do that." I'm like, "Fuck." That was scary. Yeah. Holy Toledo.
I did get a little Assetto Corsa bump there.
There was a couple of those moments. I think, who else was it? I think it was Joseph Chow. Fuck, now that I think about it, there was another incident I want to look at. Joseph Chow and VKR. I think.
I'm surprised VKR wasn't going through the pack either, because he was.
Oh, he was trying to, but I think he got involved with an incident with Joseph early on.
Oh, did he? Dang.
What livery was he in? A stock livery? And not to put blame on anybody, I think. I don't even remember. Yeah, here it is. I think this is it, actually. So, and this is one I think we need to watch like in its whole entirety. This was a long, arduous battle. So there's VKR behind, too. So he's fucking cutting his way up the field, by the way.
I guess VKR and James just didn't have the luck that I had.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, right? Like, you guys were all, really good pace. Like I said, these endurance or these 20-minute reverse grids ended up turning into like little mini endurance races of only difference is how you make your way through the field and what consequences or what, you know, accidents you have along the way to get there. So I think this is where it starts between them. This is race 2, Noble. As always, I don't have race 1. Even though I changed my replay save settings to be maximum settings and stuff. Yeah, I don't know how that happens.
Yeah, that happens to me too. I'm not sure.
Can I see what happened between me and Tradion and me and Joe? I don't know when those happen, so you'll have to give me a little bit more detail than that. Let's get through this first. Oh, wow. So that's... So there's a lunge there, a lunge back. Or late on the brakes, I should say. Not a lunge. Let's say late on the brakes there, late on the brakes back. Ooh. Bump in the rump from Joel Dallas now. VKR pushes him out to the grass almost. Ah! Man. Kind of just the way we saw it. Joseph is there. Not turning in where he needs to be, and VKR thought he was going to be over more and cut over the track. Just thought he was going to be further over, you know. And he wasn't quite as far over as he thought, and then just door bang and unfortunate. I wonder how this looked from his onboard though. Virtual mirror real quick. Did get banged from that, VKR did. Opens the wheel up too to return the favor. This is just hard racing. I love it. I fucking love it. Only downside is that Joseph Chow didn't make that corner, and that battle was over. I think that's just racing errors and racing incidents, though. But hard and arduous fighting, though. I like it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's good. It's good fighting, but unfortunate for VKR.
Right? Definitely not the way you want it to be. But I mean, when someone makes a fatal error like that to themselves, not to VKR, but when Joseph Chow makes that error to himself, you know, yeah, you know, it's just tough. Just hard to put blame on just honest mistakes. More I wanted to see was, I think there was Kevin Ospina, but I can't remember more with him right now. Unfortunate, but at least Joseph Chow was able to make off with his life, and then he defended for his life for the next 20 minutes, I think. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for him and Tradion and him and Joe. No, Dave is saying that he wanted to see what happened between him and Tradion and him and Joe.
Ah, gotcha. I don't know if you want to drag them up here and we'll head out.
Okay, sound good.
Yep.
Bye, James.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
Jordan White.
Hello.
Joseph Chow.
Hello.
Joseph, I think we were just
Oh.
watching your replay
Oh. Am I in trouble?
in VKR.
Yes. That was. We definitely rubbed a lot. I apologize already.
Did you touch a man? Did you touch a man?
A few times.
Show me on the Hot Wheels where you touched a man.
The exhaust pipe.
No, I mean, how do you feel? I mean, if you didn't watch the stream, you obviously didn't hear my opinion, thank God. But what, you know, obviously you apologize. What was going through your head during that accident? I mean, were saw it, and you know, it was a heated moment. What was going on?
Oh, I just outbreak myself.
Yeah.
Lots of chaos going on. I got
100%, right? It's a lot of chaos. You guys were fighting blow for blow. I mean, you guys were missing your brake markers for like that whole lap almost.
yeah.
It's a shame that ended in collision and kind of sent him down the order for the rest of that race. But God, so that at the end of that, so you walked away with that position, you know. But after that, you had to defend for your life for the next, what, 20 minutes? Because who did you have
Dave
behind you? You had James Leader, Joel Dallas, Dave, Zumina. Fuck, I can't tell who else you had.
You had me until Dave took me out.
That's what we're going to get to soon.
I don't know if I want to see it.
Yeah, some good battles for sure with Joel Dallas, and definitely need to be more prepared for next race.
So, do you remember where that happened in race 2? Because I don't have any recollection. I think there were too many, no offense, but I think there were too many other battles going on up the field.
Where's my position right now?
I have no idea. None of my leader. I had to delete all my shitty timing tower. Oh, who the fuck? Who the fuck? All right.
Oh, what the? What happened?
I don't know.
He just full missed a break.
I think he noped out race 2.
Well, that explains this disconnect.
And also because I don't get laps because I wasn't a car driving around the fucking track. I don't get the +1 lap button doesn't work for me, so that's unfortunate.
Right.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. Because I had it all mapped out in my stream deck to do like the +1 lap, but once I realized like, yeah, I don't get laps, I'm like, well, that was pointless.
I'm not sure where Dave and Joe's instant was.
It was like close to the end of the race. Like,
yeah, I'm like, I think I gotta.
Oh, mine will be before that then.
There's Joe.
holding up the field like a champ.
Oh, there's the murder. There's the murder we love so much. Into turn 1, it looks like. That sound familiar?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, there it was.
Hold on.
Yeah, we were shoving each other wide.
Let's do this the proper way. We'll do onboard, chase. So onboard with Dave.
This seems way better in the light. I feel like I would have not done being as stupid as I was.
It's funny. There's a way to do it so that you grab the time, but I don't know how the fuck to do all that. So maybe next time.
I think I just turned in on him. Yeah, that's my fault. Oh well, I come out worse. Well, it's good that I came out worse for it.
Nah, you should have took him out.
Yeah, you kind of turned the wheel. And he had I don't think he had a wheel up on the inside for sure. You know what I mean? I don't think he definitely had. Yeah, by proper terms, I definitely don't think he had a wheel along the inside. But I mean, he definitely was alongside you, and the consequence is what happened, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
so.
I don't think he needed to back out of that. Well,
No, I should.
Yeah.
I should have given him space. Yeah. But I got the position for it, so that's good.
Yeah, and you moved over quite a bit early. I don't know, like, were you trying to cover honest? I'm just curious. Were you trying to cover off the inside here, or were you trying to turn for the corner?
I thought. Maybe under braking I lost it.
Oh, I could see that. Hold on. Yeah. No. Because the car. Because this Audi moves a lot under braking, so I could totally see that happening. You're right.
Yeah, I definitely I got twisty on the
Brakes,
braking.
boom. Yep,
Yeah.
that's exactly
What
what
was your
happens
brake
once you
bias
start it.
at?
I think I forgot to change it back forward after the uphill.
Oh.
So I kept having to mess with it. Yeah.
I'll buy that. Car starts walking on you as soon as you get on the brakes.
Yeah. No, well, good to know it's my fault. So.
Learn from and move on. Think, right?
Yep. Yeah, at least it was Dave, so I know he won't be pissed.
And if he is, fuck him.
Exactly.
What is he gonna do? Kick you out of the fucking league? He needs the numbers.
Yep, exactly. He needs me.
Who else was I looking for?
I'm doing
Me,
Jordan.
yeah.
Before that, I guess?
Which one? Yeah, it was third or fourth lap, I want to say.
Oh, wow.
Maybe a little after that, but I got around Dave just before Canada, and he bumped the grass. Slid out, hit me, took me out. So it wasn't intentional, it happens, but it definitely sucked.
There was... I don't know who that was. Where the fuck are you? Said second or third lap, huh?
I believe so.
I mean, what happened to you to get close to Dave then? Or did Dave fuck up?
Well, I got around Dave.
Wait, who went in
there
the
you
pit
are.
stops?
Yep, there you are.
That was Corey getting a
Drive-through.
Who
Drive-through,
started from
yeah.
the fucking pits in race 2?
Brandon Williams,
Oh,
I want to
okay.
say. I could be wrong.
No, because that happened, and I was like, what the fuck? Right when the lights go out, I was like, what the fuck again?
I think he
Kazuma did
joined
that shit
late.
for the Mazda race, too.
Well, I got kind of screwed because I personal error bumped teleport to pits in race 1, which started me from the back in race 2.
Nice.
So I just kind of got double screwed on that.
I was wondering why my tire was all fucked up. Thanks for that, jackass.
Yeah. No,
Me
I
and
wasn't
Schultz
the
were
first
like,
one to do
why
it.
is our... We were both like, why is our leaderboard all fucking destroyed? Like, what the fuck?
Well, Dave did it first, and then
We're like,
you know,
Joe's not where he's supposed to be. Like, that makes no sense to me.
No, it was pretty rough. I put in probably over 100 laps of practice for this too, so it was pretty gut wrenching.
Oh, is that you, Pezzelato? I'm sorry, but thank you. I have a unique last name myself, so I always try to make sure that I try to get it right when people have unique ones of their own. Oh, that looks like a Dave incident.
I think he actually just went wide.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, it's here. Yeah, it's here.
All right, so
Go
who
back.
do I gotta ride on board with? I think.
Right on board with me at first, I guess.
Damn.
We'll go on board.
He's super sideways coming up.
Right? Like that looks like an accident. Can't
Well, I
see
had to
shit.
speed and calling
definitely-
out to him like, I'm going
you
around
definitely
the
had to
right
run.
side. Let me go.
Oh,
He-
fuck!
He said he'd let me go.
He is fucking sideways through Canada. Like fucking Tokyo Drift. Hold on. Hold the fuck on.
Oh my god.
Look at
Oh.
Dave. Look at Dave in the virtual mirror. Look at Dave in the virtual mirror.
He literally used Jordan to get himself straight. He went full on Gran Turismo 2 against the AI on you.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, and Kevin Ospina is actually Kevin Ospina. Copy that. Ospina from now on. Thank you very much for the correction.
You had to do some hand movements to get that right.
God, look at this shit. So, speaking of people getting salty or getting sideways or a little squiggly on their brakes, Dave Martin.
Dave is definitely not facing the right direction.
God, if this isn't like the snapshot of the race, I don't know what is.
That needs to be the thumbnail right there. Just him going sideways.
Oh, as long as it doesn't show me and it getting taken out, I'll take it.
I think this is gonna be it. I think this is gonna be it right here. Let's do
Dogger, this race already hurts my feelings.
hide all apps. Oh no! What happened? It bugged out on me. No, come on. Don't do that. Baby, come back. Baby, come back. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Maybe come back.
I think this is it. Look at how beautiful that is. F12. That is the thumbnail.
Oh my god. That actually looks pretty good.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it look not half bad? Yeah. So especially
I got the lit up. Yeah, I got the lit up brakes too. Like, yeah.
Like I knew what the fuck I was doing sometimes, boys.
There we go.
I will call that loose on entry, to say the least. Oh wait, hold on, Kevin.
Of course, when Dave does it though, he goes and comes out on top rather than.
Yeah, exactly. When Dave does it, he gets the position out of this, right? Boom. Oh wait, I love how that looks too. It's a beautiful fucking hip check thrust. Let's ride on board with Dave real quick as we see this beautiful. What are we gonna call this? A correction mid corner. A posi-directional change mid corner as he straightens out.
Wait, did you lock up as well, Jordan?
No.
Oh, it's just
sorry,
brake
I
dust.
paused for a bit.
Drives away like nothing happened. Nothing to see here, boys. Nothing to see here.
I'll let you by on the next lap, Jordan. Don't worry, bro. Once you catch back up, I'll let you by.
Honestly, I was so flustered, I probably missed about 5 or 6 corners after that. I lost a lot of places out of it. Just because I was mad.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The face of Plebian Racing, everyone, right there.
Yeah, the face of Plebian Racing. Come join us. We have the best, cleanest racing, unlike RCI. Oh, shit, I shouldn't say stuff like that. My bad. Unlike other leagues.
Yeah, you should always keep the truth out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
And
He
I'm
felt
sorry,
bad.
Kevin. This
He
is
apologized,
Kevin
so.
Oh, wait, hold on. Kevin Ospena. Kevin Ospina? No, Ospena.
I think you need to take like a shot of tequila before you say it. You'll be good.
Ospina or Ospena? Ospina? I think it's Kevin Ospina. Ospena. Ospena. Kevin Ospena. Is it Spanish? Is it Spain Spanish or is it Mexico Spanish? That's all you need to tell me.
You sound more Italian than anything, though.
That's it. It's Spain. It's fucking Spain Spanish, bro. It's Kevin Ospina. It's Kevin Ospina.
Ospina.
No, I can just imagine you doing the Italian hand while saying it.
That's exactly what I was doing. That was exactly what I was doing the entire time. Kevin Ospina.
I have to do that just to talk, you see. So.
Okay. I also started doing, in case you're trying to learn a new language, you should look up Coffee Time, whatever language you're looking for. And Italian has come up into my weekly podcast. So while I'm walking my dog, I listen to Coffee Time Italian. And I'm constantly just throwing out the giant fuck yous on my walk while I'm like pronouncing all the Italian words. But it's just like, would you like to have a coffee? I'm like, would you like to have a coffee? Go fuck yourself.
Hey, I'm walking here, kid.
So I have a great time walking my dog, talking to her in Italian, and doing a lot of fuck yous in Italian, so that's a lot of fun. Remember your peen, remember a speed.
A speed.
Oh, that will not get old. Excuse me. And speaking of the puppy, it is getting close to her witching hour. I think I have race 1 downloaded, and as I said, my puppy girl jumped up and is trying to grab my attention. Does anybody remember anything in particular they want to look at in race 1?
I'd like to forget that happened.
I totally missed qualifying, so it was pretty boring just going up the field, and then I got stuck.